Look left, look right, and I come with a hook right. Hook right, hook right. This what the angles look like. Way up, stood high, taking the view when it look right. And oh, it's the good life, whipping the sauce when I cook like. Look left, look right, yeah, yeah. Come with a hook right. Hook right, hook right, hook right. Make all the man them look twice. I'm way up, stood high, but I've been in the field like Suge Knight. And they know this took time. This what a legacy look like. This what a taking the view when it look right. And oh, it's the good life, whipping the sauce when I cook like. Look left, look right, yeah, yeah. Come with a hook right. Hook right, hook right, hook right. Make all the man them look twice. I'm way up, stood high, but I've been in the field like Suge Knight. And they know this took time. This what a legacy look like. This what a
Hello, everybody. Good morning, Potato Panda. Well, I suppose it's good afternoon at this point, isn't it? 27 months? Hot damn. Thank you for the 27 months, Potato Panda. I appreciate it. How are you doing today on this lovely afternoon? I suppose it's afternoon at the moment. Let me just do this. Ooh. And then we are live. Fantastic. How are we doing? I'm doing pretty well. I'm just checking something. Oh, there it is. Okay. YouTube is just being slow to show me stuff. I'm doing pretty good. Yesterday we got a few bugs done. I was working on some bugs this morning. As you can see, I've got a lot that needs to happen still. But we got some bug fixes in. We've done some of the bug fixing. And I've done a bit of cleanup as well. There's so many bugs to fix. How are you doing? Are you well? Today what I want to work on is I want to get... That's the wrong obsidian. Apparently when we do new game, there is no towers. Bugs are never good. No one likes pesky bugs. No, definitely not. All good on me end. Thank you, glad to hear it. So if I go back to the main menu, Let's just close that. And we can close that. So on the main menu, if you press start, we select load game. So now I have a whole bunch. We can't actually remove any of them. But if I click new, and then I guess there's currently, I click load, I click back, I click new game. There should be, yeah, there's no towers. So I wonder what's happening. Well, I know what's happening is the unlocked towers aren't being correctly set or loaded from the data. So what I'll need to do is when we click, let's have a look at that menu. So North, hello, how are you doing? How's this Sunday for you going? Load menu. Go to the load menu. What does this function call? On click. I'm fine here. I'm pretty good. I'm doing bug fixing. As a programmer, it is always fun. Okay, so this, imagine actually loading the save. I love the comments that I leave from myself. Like, I'm so passive aggressive with myself. Okay, so we're gonna go, so when we create a new save, we tell the game instance to do that, right? Aha. So here, this doesn't seem to work. I get the feeling that the save is not loading. So the save is saving, but it's not unlocking the towers. Because this tower should always be unlocked, but for some reason, it's not. So why is it not? We don't know. And why is it set to an F string? That's also a very good question. Why is this complaining? So I updated Rider today to the new version, and it's completely broken half the IntelliSense for Unreal Engine. Like, it's complaining about just random things, and it's like, nope, that's not correct. It's complaining about this, but it works. It's also obsessed with structs that derive should no longer be derived from public. It's like, no, you don't need that keyword. But if you remove it, the current compiler goes, yo, bruv, what's going on there? It also hates my naming convention and wants me to use like last save time underscore for some reason, which is not even the standard C++ method. I have no idea what it thinks this is. There's also, it thinks there's errors everywhere. That sounds unpleasant. It is a bit unpleasant. And I was like, I thought to myself, oh, let me upgrade to the new version because, you know, new features, it'll be great. It was not great. And it has not been, I mean, at least it's running, so that's fine. But now I know for my work machine, don't update that, because if I'm having this level of errors in my size project, in a larger project, it's going to be even worse. Anyway, so we get that. Now, the question I want to know is, why am I storing Nani? Yes, this is my comment to myself. Imagine actually loading the save. Nani? Which means that the load button is not connected. In theory, it should just be td game instance get load or load. What do we have? Load game. There is load game, which is, you know, fantastic, great. Sick, hello. The only issue is it needs an index, because can be up to, I think, 8. Yeah, 8 save slots. Hexic, don't update to the new Rider version. It's broken. Aha, you see? It's what? It's broken. So, for example, notice how it thinks that this isn't a function. TD games game instance init. It's like that it thinks this isn't a function, and I'm like, okay. It thinks super.shutdown isn't a function. This isn't a function. It's got errors over here. It complained at me that apparently I have this macro in an Unreal Engine file. I need to download it on my laptop. And then apparently all my variables are named wrong. Clean the build. Like, look at this helpful thing. Name toggle decal doesn't match the rules. Like, what are you talking about? Reopen Rider and compile. We could try that. But this was just install the new version and it was just really bad. Like on your project, delete the binaries. Oh no, I'll do that later. I'm not going to do that now. I don't feel like going through that process. I'll restart right and see what happens. I'll do a clean later. I've got too much stuff that's like I want to get fixed first. How are you doing today? Do you have any teaching? This code with me button annoys me. That's fine. Just finished class, got one more. Nice. And you get to enjoy your Sunday in 10 minutes. Oh, at past. Fair. Having Rider open, it always takes so long. Calculating asset index. Processing assets, 3,000 of 17,000. On the positive side, it's now less broken, so you were right. Oh, that's new. I've never noticed before. It now tells you how many blueprint classes derive from your class. Hello, Skittles. How are you doing? Oh, it's found another one. So what is it? Building tower. Interesting. I didn't actually think I derived that from tower, but okay then. Cannon, gun, laser. Actually helpful. Really helpful. Okay, never mind. Apparently it just needed to redo all the indexing, which is going to take 3 working days. Also, I complain that, you know, Unreal Engine runs so slowly with all the stuff that I'm doing. And yet here I am running it in debug game editor and in debug mode. Like, I got to actually give it a bit more credit than I'm giving it. Good. How's the game? It's good. It's good, Skittles. I got the first build onto Steam and I downloaded it and played it, and I got a few other people to play it, and it's horribly broken. It's so broken. It's fantastic. I have so many bugs to fix. And that's just like bugs to fix with how it is right now. It's not even like all the other features that aren't implemented that you don't even have access to yet. Like this was the list that I made on Friday night, I think it was. The nice thing about actually getting people to test it is there's things that apparently aren't apparent that are obviously very apparent to me because I programmed them and I know how it works. And they're like, I don't understand why this is in the game. And I'm like, right. I need to actually explain that. So this menu, also I discovered that this menu doesn't do, oh no, this menu does surprisingly almost work correctly. You can't currently load a game, which is, let's call it a feature. So if we go, like, look at this passive aggressiveness, Skittles. Like this is the message that I give myself. It's like, okay, fine. I mean, that probably just means that we just need to call like load game, right? It's like, I mean, we just call load game. That'll fix everything. So load game. Fine. What? Wait, let's just have a look at the C++ function. Really? Really? It's just like... It's not a bug, it's a feature. I'm gonna go with that. Yay, hello, how are you doing? I labeled load game as a paid DLC since it isn't working yet. I think I should use that. Yeah, you have to pay for the DLC to use this. You can see I started it and then I decided to... Oh, right. The reason this... Funny enough, the reason why this doesn't work... Oh, I know exactly what I need to do. I need to pass in an index, which is this. No, not that. I need to pass in an index into there, and then when I select, we have a selected index. So if I press play, we press P, we go settings, main menu, start. If we click load game, here's an index. So it just needs to get that index to know which one to load, and that's it. That's all I need to do there. But at the moment we're fixing the fact that if you make a new game, you just get no towers. I'm gonna rename my game to Bug Mess. Now this is supposed to take care of that. But now we need to find out why is this being set but not being used. I'm also not too happy the fact that this is a string. Like, I'm sure my past self had a reason for this, but I'm mad. I'm very mad at my past self. So let's find out where this is used. So... I love that in the game init for debugging, I've just gone and added all the towers so that I automatically always have them. Set unlocked towers. Wait, do I call save game to slot? Oh, there we go. So if I call... Okay, I see what the issue is. I think this is the issue is, and this is just... Anyway. We add the tower to the unlock list. Then we go, okay, let's save game to next save slot. So we go through. And... Actually, no, it's not where I thought it was. This is next save slot. That's that save slot. Save game to slot, which is this one. So what we'll do is, let's step through. And see why this is there. But first, that's closed. Now we need to actually go and delete all the save files because I've got too many. Where does Unreal keep its save files? Probably in the users directory. Let's go into app data. App data. Because it's either directly inside of it or it's saved it to the app data. We have T for tower defense. We don't. We have Unreal game. Crashes. Maybe in the actual game file. Let's look inside the game file. Revision control. Shown folder. Content saved. We have a saved folder. We have an autosave. I wonder where Unreal stores save game data. There's two places it installs it. Either stores it in your users directory in app data, or it stores it somewhere in here. There's a way of finding it. Actually, let's just check, because I may have actually like put it at the top of the class. Where's the save? Load. Do I have a load save file? don't. Save to next game slot. That's inside of here. That's inside of here. Game instance. Ah, so here is the static for all of that. Now, where would I have? Let's see. So we've got. Where do we have? Unreal Engine. Anyways, gotta go. Have fun. Thank you, you two. Good luck with your lessons. I hope they go well. Got editor. The way it might be is this drive. Unreal Tower Defense. Binaries content config. Nope. Saved. Config. Windows editor. No. World save? Would it be world save? No. To the Google. Where is my automated Google machine? Gemini. In Unreal Engine editor, bolts. Where does the? It's the save game manager, isn't it? Save game. Save td save game.h, which inherits from usave game. What is usave game default save location? Unreal Engine 5.3 save here. Maybe? Is there a delete save game node? Okay, I might want to be able to do that. There isn't one yet, and the reason there isn't one is I need to put that on a modal, and I haven't added the modal, so that's why it's sort of sitting as a to-do. Apparently... Ah, there it is. So it's currently stored locally to the project, so it's tower save games. No stealing, boom. So there are all my saved games. That we can delete. And that should be the one from today. Let's delete that one and that one. And then let's add that inside of the TD save game. Save game location to a save file. Oh, the screenshots. How are you doing today, Boom? Did you manage to get that function working? Your new super awesome Unreal Engine function? No. At least you've got part of the stuff working. I had to go yesterday. I had to open up Visual Studio just to figure out how to make it change the project. The code thing was wrong. It kept adding it to the array. Because all you needed was this thing, like U function, and then you just wanted void because you don't want it to return anything, and then call it my function, and you wanted t static mesh or something. I don't know, just call it whatever it is, U object. Let's make it a U object. And then you want a T array of that. And that was the one value. And you wanted that as a reference. And then value 1, so array 1. And then you just wanted the same thing. It just didn't know enough about C++ to understand it. Fair enough. Would you like a sort of run through of C++, just so you can sort of understand what this is doing? Because I think you could figure it out. Because this is basically what you want, is it to take in the array of the object 1 and object 2, then manipulate it. You can do it where it returns it, but then you've got to actually, then it gets copied into the function and then copied out for the return. So if you just directly manipulate it, that would be best. Same. I don't know what the stuff means. Lol. This symbol at the end here just means that you're ending the, like, it's an end line symbol to say that you're done with what you need to write. Then what else is there? If you have an array, this is how you define an array. So this is the thing you want, which is an array, and then the type that the array is. So all the elements inside have to be of this type when they receive it. And then this symbol means that you're using it as a reference. This means you're using it as a pointer. So this means it's copied. This means it's copied. And then this means you're using the actual original one, the original value. So you manipulate the value that exists from the blueprints. It's all gibberish to me. You can learn it too, Jay. I look at your screen for a moment and I imagine you've never used those symbols for anything ever. I only use exclamation and question when chatting. I mean, fair. Okay, fair. That is fair. Like, I can get that. If you want to get really complicated, you could look at this as a template, because that's what it's doing, is it's making this the thing. I have to look at my keyboard to find... Oh, yeah. Those are next to the P symbol, and then the other ones are above it somewhere. Oh, it's actually the same. It's the same key for me. Wait till you start working with templates at function or macros. Macros are wild because they don't help you. Well, they do help you, but they don't look like they help you. Where do I have a macro? I've got a macro somewhere, and when you look at it, it just looks like text. There's no like syntax highlighting. It's just gibberish. When did those get there? When you open up Visual Studio for the first time, it installs those two new keys for you on your keyboard. See, that's what happens. You got upgrades. Squiggly brackets. Pointers are hard to understand for people new to low-level programming, I found. Yes, they are. Macaroni, got it. Yes, there you go. It's all different kinds of macaroni. You've got the straight macaroni, you've got the squiggly macaroni, and you've got the like square but also squiggly macaroni. At least I know how to spaghetti, so the code works in theory. That's true. What other symbols have you got? And then you got like the pointer symbol. You got the reference symbol. Do we use this one? I don't think we use this one. We've got the bitey spaghetti. Or the bitey bitey macaroni. Ah, yes, dot, dot, dash, dash. Dots and dashes. Anyone using UE have to love spaghetti. Or they will learn to love spaghetti. Don't forget there's the hash. You got to use the hash sometimes to define things. Actually, for macros, or inside macros, you do double hash and then value. What else is there? There's the question mark, of course. There's a forward slash. There's a backslash. Do we use a backslash? Backslash is used somewhere. You use forward slash inside of macros to say that you're not for the full line. Oh, it's a binary OR. Yes, of course. You see, when you program, you get the full use of your entire keyboard. You get all the buttons that you didn't think you were paying for. Like, I wonder how did like some of these things get put on the keyboard? Because I guess they came from, some of them came from like mathematical notation. And then when we started programming, we were like, we need to make a scope. How do we scope something? Tenebrion, thank you for the hydrate, the posture check, and the stretch. Storm, hello, how are you doing? I feel like it's been a while, Storm. You're getting very close to solving anti-gravity. That's gonna change, revolutionize the world. Spaghetti. What else is there? I mean, technically, is that exclusive or? I don't use it often enough to actually know. I used something the other day. It was star forwards. What was? I don't even remember what it was. There was some combination of things that I didn't know was a thing in programming because I've never done it before, and it does wild stuff. Like wild stuff under the hood. Well, actually, under the hood, it's pretty straightforward, but to me, it was absolutely wild. I was mind blown. Okay, I wanted to debug. I want to debug. Not that one. This one. Enemies. My first rule of thumb, floating TVs and PCs. I was just wondering, like, would a floating chair be a good idea? Because what would be floating? Would the chair be floating, or would you be floating in the chair? And then would you need to have a seatbelt in your chair so that you don't float out of the chair that you're trying to sit in? Would you even need a chair? I mean, you'd probably have to have really good core muscles, because otherwise you would naturally just want to like lie down and slouch all the time. I mean, I'm the worst example of that because all I do is slouch. These are questions you're going to have to solve for us, Storm. Okay, so load game. Okay, that doesn't work, whatever. But instead we want new game. So we want to find out from there. So let's start Unreal Engine. Let's press play, main menu, start, load game, new. So then what does new do? It does that. So unlocked towers is now set to that, which I'm not happy about, but I'll get over it. We can make a bubble chair. That does sound exciting. So then we're going to return save game to next slot. So we go into that, we step over that. What are the odds that I got the value wrong? So is it empty? No. Is it empty? Yes. So slot is equal to I. Most rudimentary way of doing this. Why are you upset? Expression results is not used. I don't want to use it. Don't force me to use it. So get next slot name. That's actually a good point. Now that I look at that, how does this work if we never? I'm guessing save to next slot actually uses that. So save to next slot. Save game. So we get the save game instance. Then we go save game set stats, which is 0 because it's a new one. Completed levels, which is going to be empty. Unlocked towers, which should be a value of 1, which it is. Then save game to the current time. Then we go slot name is equal to get save slot name. Okay, so we don't need that other value. And then do we save successfully? We do. So if successful, the current save slot is equal to that slave index. Scan for existing save slots, which works. That works. That works. Fantastic. Dun, dun, dun. And those are all the available. So we should have 2 unavailable. And can I see slot clean name? Nah. Although I know anti-gravity is real, I'm too dumb for that. Right now, at least, I'm going to try work on a project in Unreal where I pull an Earth consonant in there and reconnect. That could be cool. Have you looked at where you have to walk around a ball? So you take a character, you take like an Earth, but you like make the character quite, not necessarily massive, but if you were to take a small figurine and took a ball and made it walk around it. Like I've seen examples of that working and it's just, I'm not even sure how I'd start with that. Show the pyramid lines up to north-south around the world is reconnected, implying pyramids were built before Pinagus split. Really? I didn't know that. What was it? They were saying that Cleopatra was closer to the invention of the iPhone than she was to the Great Pyramids. That's how long ago the pyramids were built. Which is wild. Heck yeah, flat F. God damn it, skills. Daytime is 0, is new level. Okay, so then why is there another one? How many slots do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Where are you finding all these slots, my dude? There's 2. You just... Oh, we're constructing empty slots because I want to be able to show that we have 8 available slots even though they're empty. Okay, fine. Man, I do think. Good at finding slots, I guess. It's because in my own something, I don't know what you want to call it, I wanted to always show the number of available slots that you could save to, even if they were empty, which makes sense when you look at it in game, but in code you're like, is this thing on fire? So we can actually delete that. So that actually works correctly. Now I know that this is correctly loaded. Actually, if what I want to do is we should where is the class that gets the data? Because that's obviously, let's close a bit of these. I fully believe the Egyptians found the pyramids after the Great Flood, covered it up, and the pharaoh even dug the Sphinx out of the sand to become pharaoh. Lol. Wait, that's what they say, but the pyramids are old. The only proof that they have of the date is a guy named a guy's name scribbled in red paint, not carved, like the rest of the area. Maybe there was old-fashioned graffiti. I like trying to explain to people the difference between materials and material slots. Oh no, Skittles. Yes, that's loaded, but now I need to find, what is it? It's tower. There's like a tower button that I've made. Tower button? Like, would I have named? Oh, I actually didn't name it that. Okay, fine. Actually, want the tower group button. So tower group. This one. How do you work? We construct you. We get the. What does this come out as? I would like one lesson, please. F9. So then we click, select that, play. Okay, so next. And we expect to get, we get gun tower. We get this array. We get that, we create the button. And then we go and we add the child, which is this. Which is this. What values do you have? Do you have any kind of useful information? You've got the tower data asset. Don't care about that. We've got text. At that price, I understand why you would like to. Let's just get us $1 million. Fair. $1 million. I currently need $3 million for undisclosed reasons. Skittles, what you should have done is said $2 million, but you'll give the friends discount of 50%, so you'll do it for $1 million. That's a bargain, right? Or $10 million, and I'll do it at the 10th of price. I want free lesson. That should have worked. Yoink. Haha, you're stealing. What is this function? Oh no, this is actually my function. Never mind. Start wave. For each loop macro. Widget BP button, I'm able to get tower row invalid name. Aha! Now we're starting to figure out what's going on. What are the odds that I just spelled it wrong? Gun tower. I spelt it wrong. And this is why I wanted to use an enum. I'm not mad, you're mad.
Rewind.
Make this an enum, please. I think you need to name it correctly, sir. Thank you, Skittles. You're not wrong, but thank you so much for that helpful information. I appreciate a free lesson. I got a free lesson. Ah, boom, I got a free lesson. Look at that. I could use $1 million, but I think my stream was 5 minutes behind. Fair enough. I noticed that YouTube does that. I don't know why. You just have to find a solution yourself, then I will give you that same answer for free. So let's see if this works. Well, I know it's going to work now. It will work. So we go P settings. That's the wrong one. Main menu, start, load, new, back. I click new game, what happens? Gun tower. It works. It works. Cool. So that's kind of fantastic. There's another bug, but I want people to actually be able to test all the towers. Actually, I think for now, let's allow everyone to test all the towers. So let's first commit that we fixed that bug. New game, no towers. Don't mind the 33 different pages of things that I've tried to edit. That's fine. Which one was it? It was one of the C++ files.
I just wish you knew.
For testing, we will keep all towers unlocked. Also, thanks for recommending Rider yesterday. I'm actually able to build code with it for Unreal Engine, unlike me trying to use Visual Studio. I told you. And you're very welcome. I'm a big fan of Rider. I spend a lot of time on the Unreal Engine Discord, and there are so many of the errors that I see pop up that are literally solved. Like, you can solve them, yes. You can go through the process of doing this and that to fix them. But you literally just solve them by just loading the project in Rider, because Rider knows what to do. For example, yesterday, Boom opened up the project, and it was targeting this Unreal Engine builds tool as the default. Like, Rider knows that by default, you don't want that. Oh, hello. Let's give you a shout out. How was your stream? Spits my beans into the chat. That is so aggressive. Why would you do that? I appreciate you sharing your beans with the rest of us, though. Jura, hello. How are you doing? Dragon. But yeah, like I was saying, this is why Rider is so good, because it knows you don't want that. You want this. My Visual Studio was targeting Unreal Engine Debug. Unreal Engine Debug is fine. So I'm using editor with Unreal Engine Debug, but yours was targeting the Unreal Build tool, which, yes, you can rebuild, but that's not your game. You wanted your game, which is the game name. So like Rider just fixes that. I have achieved nothing. Well, I've been on stream for almost an hour, and I fixed one bug, and the bug was because I had a spelling mistake, because I decided to use text instead of enum. So it's my own fault, and I will accept the punishment. But it's fixed. Other than that, how you doing, Org? How is your game coming along? Every time I look at it, it looks really good. Is it running well on Switch now? Hello, Sikilos. How are you doing? Mission failed successfully. For a whole week. It's fine, you'll get them next week. Some days you just have an off week, right? This is TD game instance. Game instance. Fix no towers. So fix new game. No towers. Enable all towers for testing. I like how your stream timer is counting up from minus 5,000. Wait, is it really? Minus 500, twitch.cider. Oh, mine's fine, surprisingly. Surprisingly, it's fine. But I'm now at -2 subs. My sub counter is going backwards. Because I got a sub today and we're now at -2. So I'm glad that Twitch knows how to do numbers correctly. I know it's hard for them, but it's a good job. And now for my sub goal, instead of needing 30, I now need 32 because Twitch counts backwards. How do you get minus? At the moment, I don't know why. I think Twitch is mad at me. Every time I get a sub, it subtracts a sub from the goal. The goal is going backwards. Because yesterday it was at -1, and then I got a sub earlier today, and that's now at -2. I put a screenshot in general. I'm gonna go look at that. Ella's Ting. Sorry, I'm butchering it. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. Did you read the fine print TOS saying subs cost money? No, and that was after I subbed, unfortunately. Twitch is broken. It means you owe them subs? Yes, yesterday I was sitting and I was thinking, oh, is that what you mean, Boom? Is that someone subs to my channel and then I have to pay Twitch? Imagine that. Sikilos, I appreciate you decapitating me. Just off with the head. Wow, Twitch is really broken. And it's funny because yesterday I was actually complaining that this button doesn't work for me anymore. The notifications button's just broken. Only keeping the good parts. God damn. And this has been broken for like a week for me. I'm not sure why the Twitch UI just gets worse. Anyone want to donate some silent bits to Freshie? Sure, you just come in and choose violence. You throw beans, and now you're just selling my body parts. What next? I will not get distracted, I say every stream. To be fair, they were spilled, not thrown. Fair. Being respectful is a horizon. Is that your room behind you? Or an overlay? Like those triangles. Oh, on YouTube, right. For those that don't know, on the YouTube side, it shows this background. That, okay, it doesn't. Like that. That is just an image. Because on the normal one, it is... On the normal one, it doesn't show anything, but on the YouTube one, I didn't want it just to have this void of darkness. Code Rad Games, thank you very much for the follow. How are you doing? You want me to... What? In which way? Oh, respectful in which way? You're getting distracted whether you want it or not. I mean, it doesn't take much to get me distracted. There was another bug that I was like, I will fix before the end of the day. Which one was it? Next level doesn't work. Oh, right. It was that one. So when I finish a level, I need to make it that it actually loads the next one. There must be echoey archive triangles, yes. Even when you're not distracted, something like this happens. True. Attention span is cooked for this generation. It is. It really is. The problem, it doesn't help that I'll look at something and go, ooh, let me fix that now. Let me fix that now. Actually, now I don't have my glasses on, so it's a bit. Everything's a bit of a blur. So it's not too hard to go. Not too hard to not get distracted because I can't see the things. I remember not too long ago when I could actually read the screen in front of me without needing glasses. Ah, what a time to be alive. Who would have thought staring at a screen for 16 hours a day would have influenced that at all? So let's get unlocked. Okay, so you're working. We can close you down. So now what we want to do is we have a... When we finish a map... Let's close you. Let's close you. Base enemy. We're not dealing with you right now. Actually, I need to open the base enemy. Do I? I don't think... This one. This is what I want. So we've got... Let's delete... Actually, let's... We've got tower pricing. I'm not going to delete that because I actually want to keep what it has. But what I do want to do is find out who owns it. Spawn list. This one, level 1. Where's the asset viewer so I can find... Nope. Reference viewer. Who owns you? You are owned by Test Map 5 for whatever reason. That makes sense. Sure. Oh, DT select level data. That's what I want. DT select level data. So you are set inside there. So what we'll do is we'll create a new one and just put a single lane in and then see if we can get it to move from level that to level 5, which should be the one we currently have open, and we'll just change the data for it. I actually made one, didn't I? Spawn list level 1. Can we not show in content folder? Show in folder view. That's 6 and that's 7. What's in this one? Let's delete that and delete that. Then go back to that. We'll set that as the data to use here. And then when we finish a level, what happens? That's probably the question. I think all the towers... If I press start... Yeah, they're all got set to base enemy. I think it's enemy base. This one. That one over there. No, not you. This one over here. Open the parent. What I realized yesterday is I actually have no way of controlling their health. Well, I've got ways of controlling the enemy's health, but I don't have a good way of controlling the enemy's health in the way that currently it's just set. So if I type in, I think, health, I think it's just set in here. Actually, knowing me, I would have hard-coded it because I'd like to choose violence. Enemy, set the coins. Set up health bar. Here we go. So we set up the health bar. The value comes from the data asset, which is this data asset, which is this one. So there's the health. What I want to do at a later point is be able to, from the spawn manager, essentially control their health instead. I think that might be a better way of doing it, or at least have a multiplier that I can have on their health. So for example, on level 1, the multiplier is 1. On level 2, we make it a bit, you know, a bit more difficult. Oh, I can see again. Wow, that makes such a difference. That's 2,000. Let's change that to like, I don't know, 200. Let's make it 250. Does 250 break it? Let's go with 500. So I have cheats, so I should be able to survive. So then what we're going to do is we're going to... Don't give me that sus image. How dare you? So let's see, if I press start, we'll put a laser over there, and we can actually test to see if I fixed the laser bug from yesterday. So we only have one enemy, and then it goes to there, and then the level is complete. What? Okay, if I click next level, what does that do? It goes to the main menu. Well, now we have an idea of where the problem is. I love fixing bugs that I created myself. It's so much fun. Fun? Yes, it is literally fun. Look, the odds are, what I was thinking at the time was, let me make it go back to the main menu, just so that it doesn't, we have a button that just does nothing, because that's more annoying. But now we hit the situation where I expect the button to do something, the button doesn't do anything, and I'm like, what? What? And I have this habit, because I know I'm going to release a demo for the game, I'm like, okay, but now how are we going to handle the demo version? Because I need to make sure that I have something in here. And it's like, why? Just get it fully working. And then when you release the demo and you decide you're going to have 2 levels, 3 levels, then just like tell the game, what level are you at? 3? Okay, stop. Just stop. But anyway, I need to go to... We have ads. I might go and get some more water. I'll be right back. I have returned, but apparently the ads have not. Let's see. How long is left in the ads? That can come in here. There we go. As I say that, they finish. So what we want to do is we want to open this and we want to go and have a look at where we have all of our UI widgets. That's tower widgets. We have an end screen. That's the pause menu, top pause, windscreen. There we go. So then what does open next level? So we get the game mode. This one. Oh, by the way, I was inspired to make a new sound redeem for you. What do you want me to use it for? I did see you posted it, but I haven't listened to it. It's in ideas. Where's Discord? How would you like me to add that? Do you want it as just a sound redeem like through the normal redeem thing? Or do you want it as a like you redeem something? I laugh so hard at that. It's so funny. Like it, do you want it on? Is that chowder? I don't know. Yoinking. Sorry, Org. Apparently we're yoinking from you. Your ideas were so good. Maybe please yoink it from you, Org. We got a yoinker. Yoinker in chat. FBI open up. Yoinking hard in chat, exactly. It's wasn't even my idea. I just let chat add random cursed sounds. Oh, fair. Boom, FBI. No, we didn't. Don't put the blame on us. We have no control. Get next level. Where does this come from? What is this horrendous function? I'm 50% sure. I'm 80% sure. Okay, I'm 77% sure that this function isn't needed anymore. Didn't we have this discussion yesterday where I said that I don't want to do this in this way and I completely changed how I was doing it? I'm sure I did that. Chat, don't show him the JoJo to be continued. Oh no, I'm innocent. Sure, I don't know why. I don't know why. I suspect you're not being completely truthful there. I feel like you're not innocent in this one. This is why I'm not a judge in real life, because, you know. I have too much fun in my own code sometimes. Just the exit comment is just yeet. Oh, did I show you? Did I show you guys? I showed the others this. I accidentally put in a rage quit button in my game. So if you press start and you press play, actually wait, where is it? So it's just, you know, let that guy walk for a bit, because the speed up button just makes his animation increase. Because apparently I didn't do that correctly. Actually, he's taking too long. Let's do this. Go pause, main menu, select a level, this one, play, start wave. And we'll just let them walk. Why are you using the wrong file when I set up a whole file for what you should be using? Oh, because... Never mind, I remember why. I actually never checked if this is broken in the build. So he goes to the end, right? And he's going to destroy the data cube. He hits a little too hard. And you lose. And you've got options are retry, main menu, or just, you know, that's it. Rage quit, you're done. Like, I think it was accidental, but it's also kind of hysterical. I joined when everything was already implemented. I just used it. Okay, fair. I take back blaming you for that. So what is a better way of getting the next level? So eventually what we want to do is actually have a full end screen. But since we can't do that, because what I did yesterday is in the main menu, we have game main menu, not that one. This one, we have a function in here which opens a level by index. So if we have an index, we need to actually open it. So what I should do is open this file, not this file, open this file and see if false. Let's actually add this as true. Right, what we need to do is after we finish this level, we need to mark that level as complete. So level 1 is complete. Then when level 1 is complete, we'll then be able to, in theory, access level 2 from the main menu. So what should happen is if we start and we just absolutely yoink this guy out of existence, apparently not enough, we end. And then if I go back to the main menu and I press start and I select level, this should be complete and this should now be unlocked. So let's get that working first. Yes, my bank is growing. What do you mean? What do you mean your bank is growing? What do you mean? What do you mean it's growing? That redeem is so loud. And we broke. Again. I wish you could actually like just give people a bunch of channel points. Like if you could just, when someone joined the stream for the first time, like through a raid or something, you could just set it so they start with, I don't know, 1,000 or 10,000 channel points. Then again, I suppose if you just stay for a certain amount of time, you just naturally get them quite quickly. Good. $10K. You could do so much. I suppose 10K is too much, yes. Because, let's see, my most expensive is, I think, 5K? It's 4K. You'd basically, unless you spammed it, you would never run out. Da, da, da. 100 farts. I should make it so that it changes the fart, because I think at the moment... In the action queues, actions... We've got a fart count. Oh yeah, it does that. So it plays a single one. I should actually get a bunch more so it randoms them. Can you play random sound? Let's see. Play core, play sound. Sounds. Play sound from folder. I'm guessing that is get random then. Where I actually have a counter that exists where you can see how many times you've redeemed it. So if I go to global variables, put that there. Assistant, we should see for Twitch. If we go to Azure, imagine if this was actually organized in alphabetical order. So for example, if we go boom, Boom has done screenshot 1,726 times. I think Temptic has just like the record for screenshots. Temptic. There's Temptic. Almost 7,000. I swear I'm not a farmer. Bubbles redeemed. Ooh. Ooh. Are you happy, Bubbles? The Temptic has done 27 farts. First 4 times. Hydrate 3. Posture checks 1 and almost 7,000 screenshots. You might be wondering, why am I keeping track of all of that? I don't know. I just like data, apparently. And I'm distracted again. Good job, Azure. Good job. Data is the AI training itself on data. This is true. What is this horrible, horrible macro? Collecting farts data, yes. I think it's the most redeem on my channel. To be fair, I think there's only a handful that actually make sounds, and that might be the only one that actually makes sounds, so that might be why. Thank you for the fart bubbles. You need to get on this fart board. Let's open this. Select level. This one. How do you know that a level has been complete? That is the question that I want to know. So if we go to the graph, we have this monstrosity. Get something. I think we've done that actually. Okay, so we get the game instance, we build the widget, which does this, which clears the children. We get all of them. Is multi-lane, is spawn data, is debug level. So we get all of that. How do we know if the map has been complete though? Is level complete? Oh, we go to the TD game instance. So what we can do is update game progress. So after we complete a level, we should actually call that. So is level complete? Does that? There is a bit of a... Actually, this makes no sense. Ah, that's not what I wanted. Wait, on level complete, we update the game progress and we update the save game. Now, Game stats does that. Oh, we don't actually track which level we're on. Because at the moment what happens is... Because what I actually thought this was doing was by updating the total levels complete, you could spam the first level and unlock every level in the game. Luckily, I didn't do it that way. So this controls... Okay, so then it's fairly simple to fix the bug that I have, which is basically we don't do anything in the blueprint for now because this will update, but we need to actually add, you know, hey, we finished this level. We need to get on level complete the level name. Didn't I add like a unique name to them? We added a row name, unique level. Okay, so we added a unique level name. Now, what are the odds that in the game instance, I actually store the current level that we're on? Fairly high, actually. On click widget as the back button. On click open level by index. So that's this, which does that, which opens level the level. But now we need to actually tell the game instance level. Get level index, set level index. So we need to set the level index when we do this. Do we have access to the game? Game instance. Set index, set level index, index. Will this tries to spawn a level? I wish there was a I wish this returned a boolean to know if it did or didn't do it. Because what I'm worried about is if I set this here, then, and this fails, what will happen? Does this actually execute? Let's start with that. So open level index is... Let's go like this. BP game mode. BP game mode. On... Not you. Let's go to the event graph. On like begin play. We do all of that. We do all of that. We do all of that. Let's go game instance. Don't I have the game instance inside of here? TD game mode subsystem. Apparently not. Get game instance. Cast to TD game instance. Get level index. That can go into there. Then we'll do AA. Current level. Make that long, and we'll see if play. Current level is 1. Main menu, start, select level, play. Current level 0. which is technically correct. So that actually will be correct now. Main menu, select level, select play. The current level is 1, which is correct. In the game mode, we can delete all of that. So we correctly set that, which means that we now have a way of knowing when we switch levels that way which level we're on. So what we can do is do inside here, we've got this open level by index. I'm wondering if we can have something like this actually on the game mode. Maybe this should be on the game mode. Select level data. Might make this a global function instead. So if we change this to have that as an input node, we swap these two around, and we say that this is the select level data. So select level data. Then we take all of this. Can we make a global function from here? No. That way we can actually delete this. We can delete that. We can go select level data. Actually, does it need to come out? Can this have a local variable? Can a global function have a local variable? Add local variable. Select level data. Actually, don't do that here. Let's open up our... We have a globals function somewhere. We'll just store inside there. Core brushes map. Global. BP global, here we go. Let's debug. This is going to be called open level by index. Open level by index. Then we can have a local variable, which is going to be of type. This one, can I just copy that? Paste local variable. That did not paste it. Paste local variable. Ah, and it even has the data for us. Nice. Then we open U. We drag all of this. Control C. Control V. That's going to have an input node. That's going to be that. That's going to be that. That's going to be that. Do compile. Ah, you need to get the game instance. That's fine. That's the wrong index. Get game instance. cast to TD game instance, and then there's that can be deleted. You can go under there, we'll move you there. Input pin is going to be index. Then we can get index, so get index all at the bottom, add you there, move you out of the way. And if the cast succeeds, we do that. Those two are aligned. Those two are aligned. Align that. Align those two. You're a bit forward. Make those two aligned there. There we go. Move that back. We align those. That. Is that actually alignable? I think it is. The real clean code. You know it. There we go. That's nice and clean. Cool. So that should just work. Then what we can do is open by index. We'll delete that. Open by index. Yes. That will break some other code, which is what we want. Open level by index. We do that. We do that. We click compile. We save. What beautiful straight spaghetti. Uncle Bob can't even comprehend this level of cleanness. True. When he made that book, he didn't even understand what he was starting. This man would be proud. I still think that the right idea might actually just be to completely move this onto the game instance, but we will see. So you are now broken because you want to call that. So now we go open level by index. You want to open level 0, which solves that. And then what we can do is add another function in here. Is last level, which is going to return a boolean. Is last level, and we're going to go like this. We're going to go Open BP still confuses me though. How so? Because this scope, curly brace is always easier to deal with. That's whatever is going to the BP than whatever is going to the BP. I get that. I treat everything between these two as curly braces, basically. So everything that I can see inside here is between two curly braces. Especially when it's an instance like this. So open level, we're gonna take all of this. I'm gonna copy that. Is last level, we're gonna paste the local variable. Get that. And basically what we want to do is see if we essentially want this. Oh, we just want that. that. And then we want to go get game instance, td game instance, get level index. And what we want to do is get length. Is it not length? Num? Oh, it is length. Coding Craft, hello. Do you save these tuts as playlists? I do. If you go onto my channel, let's see, which side are you on? You are on that one. You will see that there's two playlists. There's one for vertical and one for horizontal, so you can see all of the ones that I have made. Let me get them for you. Why can I not share this? There we go. So for example, there's all of those ones, but if you want the full list, there's the full list. And there's the full list. So you can see everything that's happened. Oh shoot, this is a tut. Well, not really. But if you wanted to see all the things that have happened, then it's a good way of doing it. Coding Craft, how are you doing today? Are you well? Are you coding or are you crafting? Or are you doing both? So that's the game instance. I guess what we'll do is we'll get the game instance first. And we'll see if... Okay, so now what we want to do. Great. It feels that many people create TDs with Unity. Thanks a lot. You're very welcome. And let me know if you have any questions. So, is last level will run. So we get the game instance and we get whatever the current level is. That will then allow us to go... Then we get the length. Now the length will be... So the length will be like this. We'll have... so the length will be like this. We've got index 0, so index 0. I don't know why it's done that. 1, 2, and 3, right? 1, 2, and 3. Now this is expecting a... Let's add a thing. Get level index is a non-zero index, which means that so 0 is actually 1, because this way that's just kind of how I've set up the data table that handles this. You'll see here the row name is level 1 2 3 4 because I don't want to have level 0 for once. I'm well, thanks. Coding on the coin collector app personal, Kubernetes operator work, and crafting a new 3D print for the tiny little pie camera. Oh, that's so cool. Let me have a look at that. Where is... One of these little things. That's so cool. They're a lot cheaper than I thought, actually. I mean, that is coming from AliExpress. Man, these are all just AliExpress. But that's pretty cool to see. Oh. So not too much going on, just 3 different projects. One personal, one work, and I'm guessing the third is a personal. So you're keeping yourself very busy, which is good. Now, what was I doing? Right. So this gives us an index like that, but this actually means that this is level 1, this is level 2, this is level 3, this is level 4. So when we get this back and we get a length, what we need to do is probably check if this is equal to that or if this is less than that. Actually, no. If it's less than, it's fine. If it's equal, It's the last level that is next. Actually, no. Aha. Let's write it out. So, let's do it this way. Ba-da-ba-ba. We want that. So we've got the level array, which is going to be level 1. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right? 2, 3, 4. 1 less than length is final unless you have a non or main menu 0 index. Main menu doesn't have an index. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, which is like that. So then if I've only got 4, so what is it? So we get, but then we need to get the length of the data table. Now the data table will be 0 index. So the data table would say that this length is actually exactly that, 1, 2, 3, 4. So as long as the length is actually, no, this works correctly. So if the length is equal, it's the final level. Otherwise, there's an additional one to go, but we don't want it to move to the next one. So if it is less than, it's fine. Otherwise, it's false. So it's just as long as it's less than. So as long as this index is less than this index, it's not the final level. Is final level. And then we need a not boolean. And that should be correct. Does that seem correct? Lore accurate username. True. Actually very true. Craft and Code is doing extremely accurate to his username. Or their username. Is this index less than that? Mine is low accurate too. Yes. Boom. Boom, are you going to stream today? Let me guess, I don't know. Should I? Why not? You seem like you've been making a lot of really good progress lately, so if you feel like it, do it. Weren't you going to play Battlefield today? Because did you finish your commissions? Let me ask you this. Did you finish your commissions? Because if you finish your commissions, then you can play Battlefield. You can go bully some noobs. I'm wrapping up comms right now. The person I'm gonna play Battlefield with is busy today. Why would they be busy? Did you tell them your name is Boom? Did you? Did you? So, get next level. Let's ignore that. Let's just go like that. Let's do this. Is last level. Is last level. Branch. Print. It is not. It is. Start. Ta-da! It is. Oh, I did that wrong. So, is this less than that? No, ignore you. So if it is less than that, then this is false. So this is 1, and this is 5. So is 1 less than 5 is true. So is last level is true. So it needs to be not. So it is, so I was right. So it's not Boolean. That. I mean, I could just use is it greater than. So that's correct. We can close you down. And this we can close down. This is apparently on fire. It is. So if it is, it's that, it's not. So that should be the correct way around. Play. And that is next. This value is false. Next. So it is not. Continue. It is not. Fantastic. So then we can go and say, and that button is clicked. That button actually shouldn't show up if it isn't. Oh, you know what? For safety, we'll just check. So then open level by index. Open next level. Open level by index. Why do you want a world context now? Fine, I'm not doing it that way. TD game instance, TD game instance. Get game instance. Again, put you in there, put you, nope, in there. Put you there. Bomb. That goes back. Then get level index. plus 1. So that's going to do all of that. Then, so we're going to say get the current index. We're going to add 1 to it. Open level by index. But then why do we do this? Set level index. Is the in index plus 1. That makes no sense. Surely you would say get set. Oh. I feel like that's a bug. Why was I doing this? Find usage. Surely this would have increased it for me. Because if you call this on... I feel like that's a bug. Because you're opening a level, which is the level that the user requests. You're not... If the user wants level 0, then the user wants level 0. You don't want the you don't want... What do you call it? You don't want... Oh. I know why now. It's because the input index is... The index we want is 0. Ah, okay. Because this gets called and it could be 0, which is the first index. Then we want to open the first one and set the level index to 1, not 0. But then when we call get index, hey, if I take an intro into blueprints for Unreal with Udemy, will that get me started understanding how to create tower defense for 3D, something similar to Paradox Game Studio? It's at least a good starting point. The Udemy has some very good courses for it. I did a few of them. Let me just see if I still have this command. No. Was it learning? There we go. So here's some of the resources that I used. And you'll notice at the bottom, is it at the bottom? Unreal Engine. So that's all game dev related stuff. So actually towards the top, you'll see that there's a section here which basically lists the game dev courses. So these are the ones that I use. So I started with Unreal Engine Blueprint course. And then I went for the C++ and there's sort of two alternatives. When was this one? Oh, that's also a good one, yes. Never mind. But this is the Blueprint course. It's at least a good starting point. Okay, I'm not sure why you want me to sign in. Just show me the thing. I have a background in 3D modeling animation for mobile before I got laid off. I can link my portfolio if you want to see. Sure, if you want. I need to watch some courses. Boom, what might actually be very helpful for you, although it might be quite slow initially, is this Unreal Engine C++ course. Because it shows you how to connect the two. I don't know why do I have to have a password? Just hold on. If I go copy and then I go Control Shift N, and I paste it. Why do you have to sign in order to see it? Has Udemy actually changed it so you can't just view the course without signing in? Because if I sign in, yeah, you're going to send me an email. I don't want an email. Udemy, this one. Which one's the latest, actually? 0 minutes ago. They're going to send you emails now, Sada. I know, Jedem. Jedem, how are you? Okay, now I'm signed in. Here's the Unreal Engine 5 blueprint game dev design. And I don't even remember which one. So this is the blueprint one, which is actually pretty good. Then if I reload this one, this should be the C++ one, right? No, of course it isn't. Where is the C++ course? This one. There we go. This is the C++ one, which I found actually very good, very helpful. This is how I learned the Unreal Engine C++. It's definitely a good starting point. So what I did is I started with blueprints and then I went into C++. But for a lot of people, I would recommend start with blueprints and stay on blueprints until you've had some time in Unreal Engine and then maybe look at switching. But that's just me. Udemy costs money, right? It does. But if you buy it at the right time, it's quite cheap. If you wait for the sales, I think they're like $10. Of course. Thanks a lot. I'll add it to the cart. Sure. Yoink. I think their sales are like $10. Yeah, so wait for the sale. You said what I type. I can read your mind. But there's the resources that I made. I think staying with blueprints until you come up with something you need to use optimized in C++. Yes, that's a very good way of doing it. But there's the blog page that I made that has all the stuff that I've written. Well, all the basically I took the what was it? I have a markdown file that I have like different pieces of knowledge that I've gathered and where I've got it from, and then I just keep adding it here, which I think is helpful. Brain cells synced. Indeed. Brain cells are synced. Quantum thinking now. Actually think, where is this used? Find references by name. So this is actually, we'll keep this like this, and then what we'll do is in the one level where this needs to be different, which is this one, selected index +1. That's one will actually increase, because this selected index that we're talking about over here is an array-based one. And we're always going to open a different one. So then, wait, there's one more place. Main menu. EP main menu. Is it this one? So let's go. This is called open level by index, find all. Windscreen, that's the one I'm looking for. So then this will be index 1. Let's write a comment. Index 1 because data table level name is level 1 as the start. How have you been, Jim? I haven't seen you streaming in a bit. You're still on break, aren't you? Unless I've just missed like the last month of your streams and it's just super awkward now. Wait, did you come back this week? You were literally back this week. I'm back! You literally came back yesterday. God damn it. I missed your stream yesterday and I missed your stream today. To be fair, it was 3 o'clock in the morning, so that's my excuse. So this should hopefully work. Let's check if this actually works. I finally have internet again. Nice. How is the new place? You enjoying it? I was so naked and afraid for weeks. Fair. Like, when I moved into my current apartment, I'd organized that the internet was installed on the day I moved in because I was like, nah, I can't not be without internet. But for you, it took like weeks. For us, we can, depending on the provider, you can usually get it up and running within like a couple days from ordering it. Because for them, the sooner they get you to sign up, the sooner they can start charging you. So compile that, save that, go back to the global function, find by name. There was another one, so select level. That should be correct. Open here. Is get the level index. Next level, that's correct. There was no fiber. Oh, they had to do all of that. It's so nice that we are settled in. Yeah, I would have organized it sooner, but the landlord insisted there was no fiber and it was ready. No, there was fiber and it was ready. Ah, of course he did. They could have rated soft. Fair enough. I will be right back. I'm going to get some more water.
Visions of you. I just wanna.
I'm running on diesel, baby, I'm active. Try to wanna know what's happening. Baby, no cap, I'm captain. Honey, no rings on me, ain't bagging. Diesel, feeling I'm massive. I kill it like Shaq, I'm Shaqin'. That little bitch, she savage. Hit it on top all night, I'm damaged. Bomb, 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 bomb. Feeling I'm massive. Feel it like bomb, 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 bomb.
I just wait a while, wait a while, wait a while. I just wait a while, wait a while, wait a while. I just wanna wait a while, wait a while, wait a while. I just wanna wait a while, wait a while, wait a while.
I'm running on diesel, baby, I'm active. Try to wanna know what's happening. Baby, no cap, I'm captain. Honey, no rings on me, ain't bagging. Diesel, feeling I'm massive. I kill it like Shaq, I'm Shaqin'. That little bitch, she savage.
I return. Did they have to dig a new fiber line and everything? It sounds good. They had to invent fiber for him to have fiber. It's even worse. Boom, I just want you to know that currently in my active playlist, this song is from you, this song is from you. There was like a few others that were in my top like 10 recently, and they're all from your stream. We're in sync.
I just wait a while, wait a while, wait a while. I just wait a while.
Oh no. Let's check if this works. So play. So go pause, main menu, start, select level, play. So that's actually given me level 2, not level 1. Not quite. There was indeed fiber feeding the property down the back. So we just had to run it to our house. Ah, right. This is level 1. Okay, so this should have been level 0 actually. So in this case, hold on. In this case, there should have been. This should have been 0. So let's go back to that one and get that one working. Because maybe it is correct. We just don't add anything because it's indexed. End up costing nothing too. The government covers it too. Oh, that's nice. So wait, do they cover just the installation, or do they cover? So would they just cover the installation and you just pay the monthly charge? That's very nice. Good. Menu. We can quit that. Why are you unhappy? Get data table named rows out of length. Length is 0. That's fine. So that one works. Then don't we just want to go select, where's the windscreen? Windscreen. Don't we want to do that as the next one? So if I press play, start, actually go main menu, start, select level, play, start. For some reason this file's empty now. So why? It's because so you get the first level, which is correct. You get this spawn whatever, which has one enemy. Just duplicate. Duplicate. Save. Why are you upset? Are you not getting a value? Row name shouldn't matter. Play. Main menu. Start, select. Start. So they still don't work. Which makes me wonder if the index that it's getting here. So this table data, select level data is this. I'm guessing this gets set somewhere. So find references by name. Here. So get aim game instance, get level name. So all infrastructure is handled by a company called Croas, which is funded by the government. That's one thing we have really dialed in here is infrastructure for fiber. That's good. Here, the building that I live in has fiber, and then from the control boxes, there's switches, and then they run Ethernet into the apartments, so it's only gigabit. Luckily, because of where I live in this apartment, we didn't pay for the installation if you sign a 24-month contract. And for them, there's not actually that much cost install because the fiber gets run to, well, the connection gets run to just outside the apartment. I know that back in South Africa, we had to pay for the installation of the fiber, and they had to run like a whole line in. You know what the coolest thing about ponds is that there's no active hardware for splitting. Literally just use prims to split the wavelength from one main fiber into many fibers for customers. Oh, nice. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. I think fiber is great. I miss having like the direct fiber line into my... Because in South Africa, the nice thing was it was a direct fiber line in, which meant that to the main exchange, you'd have like 1 ms ping. So here, the building that I live in, there's my connection runs to a switch, which is like switch B, and then switch B is plugged into switch A through like a 10 gigabit connection or something, or maybe even faster than that, and then that runs off. Then that connects to the main fiber line that they use in the area. But I've had pretty decent speeds, so I'm not really complaining. So this is the row name. Get level name. So this is basically failing. Why are you failing? Get level index. Ah, so this... I'm wondering if this should always be +1. I'm out in the boonies. I've got a cell phone on a stick for internet. I miss fiber. Fair enough. Yeah, I can get that. So this should be the level index +1. Maybe that is the solution for this one. You can't get something like Starlink where you are? I've heard that the speeds for at least Starlink are quite decent. But it is... they don't seem to be... I don't know, they don't seem to be particularly cheap. Okay, so next. What is the current level index? Next. So current level index is 1, 1. So that gets in as 1. Does that actually come out as 2? So what is this value? This value is 1, which actually looks correct. 9, resume. Does that work? Yes. So if I press stop, I don't get an error. So let's press start, play, main menu, start, select level, first level, play, start. So stop, there should be a bug. Nope. Oh, there was a bug. Oh, there it is. Out of length. I haven't looked into Starlink yet. I've gotten so used to the latency varying from 100 to 500 that I just gave up on multiplayer games and have started Unreal Dev Arc. Fair enough. Not a bad use of your time either. Although downloading of the engine updates must be a bit of a pain. Where is you? So you are complaining. That's the enemy manager. So get level index is that +1, which then has a return node. So you should be correct. So let's put a breakpoint there and check what's happening. So play. So you're level 1, fine. So we load you, and then we get the data table. So do we have a data table? Yes. Then spawn data, we load that. And do we get the spawn data? We do. It's just test static map 6. And then we spawn, and we set that. Fine. Then we continue. But now, if we go to the main menu, we select level 0 and we press play. We step out of that. We come into here. Do we have a value? So we do have a value, which is a class data table. That's not helpful. Next. So what is the in value name? So it's level 1, which is wrong. So get level name should have been, why would it be level, oh, so now it's actually level 2. And it's level 2 because for some reason this map starts somewhere in the thing. I'm setting it there. I split my brain in sound terrorism. Ooh, fancy. Good job, Boom. Can separate white light into separate RGB. Okay, let's press play. So this is now row 2, which is slightly annoying. I'll need to see where that's being set. I think it's handled correctly. It's just using the wrong one. So now if I go main menu, select this, we press play, we should get level 1, which is correct. I press start. There we go. So there's one guy. Oh, we need to actually finish the level. How did I spawn? What is that? How many of these? Oh, I set like 2, don't I? So we need to just destroy this guy. Damn. Oh no, he died. Level 3. How many waves are there? It's finished now, right? Okay, there we go. Next level. Cool. So you get the current level index. So is last level, current index is 0. So is last level is false. Fantastic. Next. So its current level is 0, so we're now moving to level 1. Go back. Bubbles is making me tea. I'm excited. Oh. Bum, bum, bum. Hello, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. in just 90. How are you doing today? Are you well? So that's now level 2, which is correct. So that will then load all that, but we should now be on this map. Good, thanks for asking. Good, good. What are you up to? You doing anything fun? Okay, so we can now load level 1. This is now level 2, which is the test map, but it loads, right? So let's start this, and then we need to actually probably check. Oh, I was about to say we need to check that it loads different data. It's definitely loading different data. Oh, they're so strong. They're so strong. I really need to get the electric tower working where it arcs, because this would have been a really good time to have them like multi-damage everyone. Actually, just puts the cannon towers in. Gamion, hello, how are you doing? Let's add some more hacks and just go add this. Oh, so you know how you have these weird debug commands that you create? Ingest, thank you very much for the follow. Look at this one that I made when I was testing out the shields. So it's like stop shield, show shield, stop. Oh wait, I've got 2 in this level, don't I? No, I don't. Oh no, there it is, there it is. Stop, show, stop, show. Okay, it doesn't work, never mind. It's broken, I broke it. Anyway, but we can do this, where we can attack the module, and then its health reduces. We can add upgrade points. I don't know what test does, probably shouldn't click that. Knowing me, I would have set it up to it just quits the game. This tower does not enough damage. Oh, I did not want to do that. Not too much of a problem, but there's a few errors. I'm just gonna put that to the side. Are you 100% solo? I am. Gaming on fine. Just figured out how to use PlayFab telemetry in my hero balancing. Oh, nice. Errors, just spicy warnings. Ah, yes, the spicy warnings. Sikilos, you are correct. These are just my spicy warnings for the day. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about, especially since it's saying accessing none, trying to read property of next actor. Where? Who? Update location. What's really strange and what I don't understand about this set of errors. 1 minute. Babble's got me tea. What I don't understand about this set of errors is I haven't touched anything that's affecting the arc on the tower. Why is it suddenly deciding that it wants to work? Clicking on those errors doesn't take you there. Oh, it does. It's the same error over and over. It's a problem with which blueprint? BP arc. But what's weird is I haven't actually touched anything on it, so I have no idea why that specifically is broken now. Set vector param endpoint. I'm going to add it to my list of I need to fix this, and I'm not going to do that right now. Because what's another bug? Electric tower arc is broken. The reason why I'm putting it off is I don't want to go and fix this current implementation of it, because what I'm actually going to do when I fix it is actually make it work properly, because if it's never worked, it's kind of just been like broken. So in making this work again, I will fix it. I have an idea of how I want to do it. I just need to see if it's going to work. It basically involves drawing a lot of circles. Anyway, so, well, you really want to fix it now, don't you? Actually, I 25% want to fix it now. There's a bunch of other things that I want to fix first. One of them is the upgrade tower, which has been driving me up the wall because it doesn't work again. And I had to look today at why it wasn't working, and it wasn't working because of what I thought, which is usually in tower, not that one. What is it? Tower actor. Usually, actually no, it's not even this one. It's the upgrade component. This one. Get that, not that. On initialize, we do that. This one. This is usually the issue, is that this isn't set. Proud to be a member of the No Cook Warnings Club. Ooh, good job, good job. I have a bunch, actually I have so many cook errors. Some of them aren't my fault, so I'm going with that. And I recently fixed, where was it? Like a while ago. Gippy, not that one. There was some point here where I fixed all of them, because the cook warnings, or actually the cook errors, I had cook errors, not even warnings. I haven't even gone to the point of having no warnings. You can't like package Unreal Engine. So if I go to, oh, let me just turn everything on for you. Let me log into that server. You have to have the warnings as errors mindset early in the project. Yes. There's one set of errors that I need to fix, which actually relates exactly to this. And funny enough, fixing the error isn't, or fixing the warning is just a matter of moving when this function update happens, because it's happening too early at the moment. And because it's happening too early and it's happening when it shouldn't happen. So this actually gets, because of the component, it gets constructed in a build when there's no things yet, if that makes sense. So like, I only want this code to run when we are building the actor and placing it in the game, not all the time. So there's some of those that don't work, but where is the, let's start that. One thing I struggled with is the lack of logging and shipping builds, which don't have it for performance and security reasons, but I love to capture logs when players are reporting bugs. So what you can do is actually override that. There's a setting, there's basically a setting where you can tell Unreal Engine, just give me logs. And I think what you could do, you could actually do one of two things. You could attach it to like Sentry or something, where you, in a shipping build, report bugs or report sort of some of the known errors by capturing them. Or you could just enable the logging while you're doing sort of testing for the time being. It can be overridden with a custom engine build, yes, but I'm supporting UMG modding, and it's just so much easier to have the player use vanilla. Ah, right. Oh, actually, Game On, that's something I wanted to find out, because you're launching your game on Steam, correct? So, you mentioned having a vanilla, sort of without modifying anything in the engine source code, right? How did you do the packaging trick that, well, did you modify the packaging, the automation packaging settings in order to make Unreal build in such a way that Steam likes it? Man, that was a lot of words. Oh, that firm. What? What does that mean? So this is my build server for Team City. And as you can see, there's 65 builds, and we recently got it working correctly. All of this was trying to get it to copy to the correct location. this was getting Unreal Engine to build with the correct parameter settings. I don't think so. My custom toolkit is based on vanilla, but it's using a particular command line. Ah, okay. Because for basically the setting that you change, automation, is this field here. You have to change this to have a different value. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. But the problem is with how Unreal sits at the moment is in order for this change to be to actually have an effect, you have to have the source one because you have to rebuild this. Tricker Treater toolkit is greasy. Great. So I modified this, but I had to modify it in a source build so that when the automation part got rebuilt, it actually had the correct settings in it. Pool padding. Yeah, I don't know how to do that from vanilla. I wonder if you just modify, if you copy the DLLs that are associated with it, if it'll work that way. Because the nice thing about this is it means that when, well, in theory, what it does is when you upload a change log, or when you upload a change to Steam, Steam only goes through and it checks all the files, and it only has to send the 1 megabyte files that have changed through the list. Steam won't yell at you if you don't do it. It won't yell at you, no, but it does make updates for the client, for the user smaller. Want to see the code block for generating the command line for packaging a mod from my toolkit? Sure. Yeah, but getting that set up was great. Oh, this just failed. So this failed because as an override specific, it did not override from the base class. Weird. You see, now I need to go and fix all of those. It's nice having the build server for exactly that reason, where because it'll periodically run my game, so it runs when a new change comes in. Otherwise, well, actually no, it runs if a new change comes in if the build time has been more than sort of 24 hours. And what I like about that is it tells me that there's like that error exists, because I'm not actively building the game on my machine, so I don't know. Link inbound. Dun dun dun. So Project S. Oh, cook and run. DC. So you go build, pack, archive. That's pretty cool. Nice. That's pretty cool. I looked at this date and I was like, how is it November the 2nd? I thought this was from like a year ago. Like 2025. I'm like, huh? And then I realized, oh, it's actually the 2nd of November already. That makes no sense. This is how I package a mod plugin in my creator tool as a standalone mod. That's pretty cool. I have not looked into any of that. Okay, so now that we've gotten... Okay, so actually, if we go back to our list of bugs, which is many, we now have... can't go back to the settings menu after closing. That's fixed. That's not working, that's not working, that's not working, that's not working. This is now working. So those two are done. So let's actually commit that. Let's have 40 changes outstanding. Globals, that's correct. That's correct. That's fine. That, I don't know why you have a change in you, to be completely honest. Might go and check what changed in you. This is the widget group. That I didn't actually change anything in it. Oh no, the way you fetch stuff changed, that's why. That changed, and that changed. So I fixed that, and I fixed... Audio. Audio. No, okay, that has been fixed. So bug fix, bug fixes. Next, fix not being able to next level.
Is the future.
I looked into it earlier because I had for the foresight to make a shared library that exposes necessary game functionality to my toolkit. Fair. That's a very good idea, actually. And then let's update the obsidian. This. You have applied filters. Yes. I applied them. Okay, so tonight I need to. So after the stream, I need to fix build again. I spent 3 or 4 nights getting the Steam thing to work. So like when I see the build is broken again, it's just like, oh come on. Da, da, da. Where is the Arc blueprint? What exactly in this blueprint changed since? Because if I press play, we go like that, resume, and I put an electric tower down, I press start. Does it just not jump anymore? It jumps, and then if I press stop, it throws a bug. Nope, actually it's fine. I wonder if it's because of how
This is the future.
It might just need an early return, to be completely honest. Did anything change in here? Where is diff? Depot. Nothing changed in there. Nothing changed in there. Did you just like rebuild the blueprint and then just decide it's broken, Unreal? Is that what you did to me?
Evolution.
Okay, so this we're gonna have a look at some point, but not today. There was one more thing that broke in relation to the main menu. Thank you for the hydrator, Gabriel. Oh yes, I need to see why it's getting the second level, not the first. I have a BP that ticks on pause, even though the box is not checked. No idea why. What's going on? Stretch. Thank you for the posture check, the stretch, and the hydrate. That's a weird one. That sounds like a particularly frustrating one to also solve. Let's see. So, when we load the second level, why are we somehow why are we loading the second level? Somewhere it's being indexed to. I have an idea. So get level index. Set level index, Alt F7. Where's that called? So that's the only place this is called from. So then, where is this manually set? Nowhere. Ah, it's set to 0 by default. That's why. So if I restart the engine now, it should always get, if I don't provide it with one, it should always get the first map, which is the 0 index. Someone mentioned in the UE forums, they basically made a new BP, copied all over code, and it worked fine. That sounds like it would probably work, especially if the the thing is not checked and the behavior is incorrect, I'm just going to restart you. I don't have time for dealing with the assembly code. There are a few times where I know that has worked. I had to do that for... I know early on in my project, I had to do that a lot because I was modifying the base, the child blueprint. That broke the parents, or no, I was modifying the parent blueprint, which is breaking the child blueprint. But you're not the first person that's mentioned something where they had to basically copy out all the contents of the blueprint. So now if I press start, we should have... actually, wait, don't want to press start. I want to go to the load manager. No, not you. This one. I want to find out what the return value of this is. It should be 1. It is 1. Sweet. So we're now back to where we were, except now we can select level and get the correct level data out of it, and we can... What's it? This one can spawn correctly, so all of that. We can now also keep track of what level we're on. It could have been bad undo command. I broke one of my widgets by trying to undo a property rename, and it still thinks the old name exists. Ooh. Maybe. And if you toggle it on and then sort of build, if you toggle it on and then play a bit and then turn it off again, does that have an effect? Maybe that just like resets its state. I tried that, didn't work. Damn. I was hoping. Since I made that change yesterday, these seem to operate so much better. I don't like how chunky that amount is. I do want to move that to increase their attack speed. Okay, so I can click next level. And that should take me to the same level, which it does. Just kind of hysterical, but it works. It runs perfectly fine in play and editor and development boards. What? That is super strange then. I don't even know where to start with that. I don't know. That's so strange. We've still come a long way from 4.8, where changing any native class that acts as a blueprint base will horribly break blueprints. Oof. The more I hear about like old Unreal Engine, the more it just sounds like complete wildlands. Like the Wild West. I wanted to get... There's another piece of this that... Oh, right. When I complete a level, such as level 2, if I go back to the main menu, I expect... Maybe it does actually work. So P, main menu, start, select a level, this one. Now, if we complete this level, we should see level 2. So that's that guy. Why are you so strong? Don't worry, my laser towers are here to save the day. You won't get past them. What I'm curious to see is, or what I'm expecting to see is when we finish this level, and then we go back to the main menu, the state of select level, so this should now be unlocked, which it isn't. So that's what we need to work on next, is when we complete level 1, we need to update the save that the first level has now been complete. What's interesting is in that file, there should be something that basically checks have we completed the level. Because level 1 is almost complete, and it's this one here. So clear the children, build the widget. That's that. And then on click event, we do that. But where do we set its internal state? Level name is level complete. So we ask the game instance. We give it level unique name, which goes to this. And then we go to the complete levels and we check if we have the level unique name, which is a bit, I don't know what format that's supposed to be in, to be completely honest. I'm guessing we pass in level underscore current value plus 1. So where is this set? The update game process, first level complete. If the completed levels is above, this makes no sense. Where is this called? On level complete. So on level complete, we do this. Level index. Because wouldn't we go and basically say, where's this used? 1, 2, that resets, that sets that to that, that sets that to that. On level complete, we do that. So update game progress. Where is this used? Level name, get current level name. Is this actually called? Let's see if this is actually called. I have a suspicion it isn't. It isn't complete, so on level complete. On level win. On level win. TD game mode subsystem. Is this ever called? Where are my debuggers? Because if this is only ever called here, where is this called? So find references by name. On button complete level. Oh, this is in the cheat manager. The only place this is called is inside of the cheat manager. Okay. So currently that doesn't work at all. So what we should do is on level win, we'll add a binding. Hey, how's it going? Pretty good. How's it going with you? I am fixing some bugs. I've almost completed one. Well, I've identified that the issue is with one of them. That's going to make it quite, I'm quite happy for. So let's do that. No, let's not do that. Not too bad. Been frying myself with multiplayer lately. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? On level complete. So let's do this. Game instance. What game instance do we have? We have all of that. Well, I want to make a multiplayer game, so I guess it's a good thing. True. What is your theme for the multiplayer game? What are you trying to make? What type of game should I say? Slot index is clean. Update game instance. Game update game progress. And that's not used in code. It is. It's used on level complete. But as far as I know, that's only used here, which is not great. You want to do something similar to Gauntlet or Smash TV? Smash TV. Ah, that could be pretty cool. How long have you been working on it for? Was it sort of a new idea? I don't want this to work like this anymore. New idea. Nice. Are you doing it on Unreal Engine or are you doing it in another engine? Do we have games? No, subsystem. We don't. Why are you complaining? What are you complaining about? What are the errors in here? Oh, I mean, that's kind of fair. Then a top-down tower defense game in Unreal Engine. Nice. Have you released it? Do you have a link for it? Well, mostly finished it. Oh, lol. Fair enough. What game mode? So in the game mode, on level start, on level win. This thing's anyway. Game mode subsystems. Let's do this. On level win. Let's add on level win. We have an on level start. Let's do that down there. Copy that. So void ATD game mode on level win. That. And copy that. 10 on level start as a void function. We duplicate that there. That's going to be a void like that. So then we have that. So then on level end, we say TD. No, we've already subbed to the TD subsystem. Do we have the game instance? Game instance. That's game instance state. Game instance. Nope, we don't have the game instance. I don't release games. I don't know how to release on Steam or anything else yet. Okay. Do you need help releasing it on Steam? Is that something you're sort of looking at trying to do? So I'm going to be releasing my game on Steam. I've managed to get a first build of it on Steam. Eventually. Nice. I got it built and uploaded to Steam. It's a bit of a buggy mess. I'm busy fixing all the bugs that relate to that, which is, you know, fun. So, TD game instance. How do I not have a reference to that at all? get TD, get game instance. Now, who is that? Oh, that's that function. That's not the function I want. What was that static one? So I've got F subsystem accessor, get game mode subsystem, get world. So we can just do that, and then we should be able to have update. What do we have? This is this, which is a UWorld context, which returns the TD subsystem. Oh, that's the game mode subsystem. We actually don't. Why are you doing that? We don't need that. Craft, thank you very much for the follow. But not for a couple more years, I think. I've been doing UE for 3 to 4 years, so single player things aren't too hard to do at the moment. Fair enough. People like multiplayer too much. Yes, people do like multiplayer. Get game instance. Pass to ask TD game TD game. Oh, what is it? The game instance. UTD game instance of that auto value is equal to that, so it's a UTD game instance, and then what we could do is game instance dot update game progress. Is that the function we want? No, it's not. It's on level complete. So we want to call on level complete. And then what we want to do is auto value equal this dot get level index, and then we want to make an f string level name is equal to f string, not that, we want that, we want that, we want a that, we want percent digit technically, and then we want level underscore like that. Nope, where'd you go? That is there. So then we should just be able to pass that into there, and we can see if that's going to work. So this is, what type is this? This is just a T map. Complete levels dot add. Does that work? And then level name. Why do I think this is incorrect? Because this says it wants level completion data. Where am I getting the level completion data from? What does it have? Is complete, times complete, has been. Well, that's overly complicated. I get what it wants. Let's see if this just works for now, and then we can come back and try all these weird fancy ass things that I want to do. We'll just add a to-do dash td expand out data once a level is completed. because that information could be super helpful, but it's not actually information we need right now. So then let's say that this is the level, nope, Control Z. What was the video? It was in 32, in 32. And that's going to be level index. Index. That can go like that. Oh, we never actually did this. Let's do text like this. And hope. Does that actually work? I'm kind of just combining how the print macro works. I have no idea if this is actually going to work. Let's try it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It can't get more broken than it currently. I mean, it could. It could just completely crash out. So let's not say that. Let's not challenge Unreal Engine to do something like that. Do, do, do.
It's taking over me. I want your body, sweeter than ecstasy. I'll make you want me. I'll take you to your knees. So touch my body.
Let's see if it works. Why did I just fall through the ground? Why is gravity enabled on my pawn? Remember how I challenged Unreal and I said it can't get more broken than this? Apparently it can. Just had to say those words. Yeah. Yeah, I did.
I've never been exposed like this before.
Thank you for the hydrate, the stretch, and the posture check.
I'm gonna try to get I've always had a way of keeping closed. Being hiding, I've been calling out your name from the darkness, thinking it's too late. If you're finding I've been too much on your plate, I'll keep hiding, calling out your name, calling out your name, calling out your name, calling out your name, calling out your name. Been hiding, I've been calling out your name from the darkness, thinking it's too late. If
Da,
you're
da, da,
finding
da.
I've been too
Da,
much
da,
on
da,
your
boom.
plate, I'll keep hiding,
Okay, let's test this bad boy.
calling out your name,
This should work. Actually, it's not gonna work.
calling out your name.
I've got one thing.
Tell me how you're feeling.
Does that work?
Since you
Assigned value is never used. Okay, apparently not. That plus one.
now I'm ready to dive
Now,
in.
reload. So I don't really want to restart the entire engine again.
I know you told you it would be a slow burn.
start. Okay, start by that. Let's add a laser over there, one over there, one over there. And we'll just add some more money. Imagine spending money on a non-laser tower. Okay, there we go. So that gets that index, which is going to be then 1 plus. We're going to go over that. So now we're adding complete, on level complete. So we go into that. Don't know why you're doing that. Let's try that again. Into that. Go over that. Does that actually add a... It adds a value, which is good. And then it doesn't add anything else. So is complete. So I suppose we actually need to construct that. Okay, so what we need to do... So it technically works, but it doesn't... I need to actually go now to the main menu, start, select level. That doesn't work because what I need to do is this is not you. Update game progress, not you. I was thinking about adding a mechanic. If you buy more than one powerful turret, it reduces the overall effectiveness of the other turrets of the same class, preventing people from just buying one overpowered turret at a time. I know that what some games have done is, so for example, if you look at Elemental TD, they allow you to build like, you can combine sort of elements to make towers, and then you can make like one super tower. So there's like one very, very, very strong tower, but you can only have one or I think two of the types, which is I think is quite a cool way of doing it. Means the player has to use variety. Fair. I've only got 5 towers in my game, so I'm trying to go for have them a bit more balanced. And in the initial playthrough for my game, I'm staggering the unlocks. So let me have a show you Team City. I don't know how well this is going to work once it's all in, but if we go to game dev, we go to the mirror board. There it is. How I'm wanting it to work is that we've got 12 levels, and we start off with the first level. You get the gun turret, and that's it, just to get you like used to a single turret. And then after that, I feel like if you complete the first level, you kind of want something new. So then you'll get the gun turret. Then the third level you'll do with just the 2 towers. Then you'll get the laser. Then you'll get the electric. And then for the last sort of 4 missions, you get the missile tower. Because I hate it when you unlock a tower very late into the game, and then you get to use it for like a level, and that's it. It's like you got this really cool tower, but that's it. Then after that, so once you've completed that, or actually at any stage, so you could complete level 6 and you could then go back and do level 1 again. I might have to actually add a system where we make this more difficult, so you can increase the difficulty. So if you do it on normal, that's fine, but now that you've unlocked more towers, actually you might want to try it at a harder difficulty, because otherwise it's too easy. So we'll see. What did I want to do? I wanted to go to this. Let's see if I go TD game mode. I think it's the game mode. Here. We go here. Right, so complete. So completed levels dot contains level name. So if it contains the level name, then we're going to get, so let's make new, so data is equal to that. Why are you upset? Data is never used. Yes, I know it's never used. I'm going to use it. So if it contains it, then data is going to be equal to complete levels at level name, right? Like that. Otherwise, we need to basically construct it. So data, so actually let's just call this level complete data because this is just annoying. Otherwise, complete level data dot is complete is equal to true. And what else do we have? Can we do this? Is that a thing we can do? Apparently we can. So this might work. What else is there? So we've got this. Okay, so that's all the things. So times complete is equal to that. Then what we would do is we would go this dot times completed is equal to that plus 1, or we can just do plus plus. Why are you grey? It's never assigned. I'm not sure if this is just me being not understanding how this is working today, or thing. Has seen unlock screen before. That just remains. Actually, this is a value we're not going to set. The has seen, because I want to use this somewhere else. So we're not going to set that. So that should then say we've completed that for the first time. We've done that. And then what we need to also do is update play time here as well, which we'll do later on because that's not implemented. So we can delete that. We can delete that. So now we should get, we mark the levels complete. We add it to the thing, and then we carry on, which is good. Do we want to YOLO it? Let's YOLO it. And let's see if this works. Cool, so let's finish the first level. So go P, main menu, start, select level, this one, play. Start. Let's add some Arcanium. I'm gonna actually have to tell you all what that key is so that you can tell me if I forget to remove it. Wait, did that gun tower just absolutely destroy that guy? Because I changed how this guy worked recently, how he shoots. He's strong. He's strong. He's a strong boy. Watch him. Do. And you lose. Get wrecked. So, level name is equal to that. Yes, which is correct. Game instance incomplete. Let's just jump to here. So, does it contain this? Which it won't. So then we set level completion is equal to true. And then we add that. So now level data will have one entry with that information in. And all of that is set to is complete. Times complete is equal to 0. So actually times complete needs to be incremented. So equal to 1. And then update game progress, fine. And then save game. So resume. Main menu, start, select level. That should be unlocked. I don't know why it isn't, but we can debug that later. Now before I forget, what I wanted to do is inside of here. So dot times completed is equal to 1. Why are you so unhappy? Assigned value is never used. Of course it is. Oh, whoops. 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 Got it. Got it. Don't worry, I got it. My bad. That was my bad. Cool. Well, that's helpful. Actually, very helpful. Right, I need to raid out because I need to go make some dinner. It's dinner time. Who are we raiding today? Twitch.tv. Who is live? Who do you... Any suggestions for who you can raid? There's Johnson. Ghetto. There's Hypnotic Johnson, Mydrong, or Red Cabin Games. Red Cabin just start. 14 minutes ago, yes. Let's raid. We're gonna raid Mydrong. Search Atomic. /. We're raiding Mydrong. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week. I will be back next weekend. For those who don't know, we have a YouTube. We post clips, and those of you that are already on YouTube, well, you're there, so you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, we post clips about once a week on a Wednesday, which are clips from the stream. Sometimes funny, sometimes just maybe informative, and sometimes just dry, very, very dry humor. But yeah, we also have a Discord if you want to hang out outside of the stream. There's the Discord link for you. But yeah, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week. Or have a fantastic week ahead. It's the end of the week. And we'll see you next weekend. Thanks to all the new people that followed today. I hope we will see you around soon. Bye for now, everybody. Bye.